Metaphysical poetry, a brief overview. Definition. Metaphysical poetry is a style of poetry that emerged in the 17th century, primarily associated with a group of English poets. Characterized by intellectual exploration, elaborate conceits, and a departure from conventional expressions of emotion, metaphysical poetry often engages with complex philosophical and metaphysical themes. Key features of metaphysical poetry. 1. Intellectual wit. Metaphysical poets exhibit intellectual wit, employing intricate and unconventional imagery, often drawn from diverse fields such as science, philosophy, and theology. 2. Elaborate conceits. The poets make use of extended metaphors, known as conceits, to explore and illustrate abstract ideas. These conceits can be elaborate and sometimes even paradoxical. 3. Emotional intensity. Despite the intellectual focus, metaphysical poetry doesn't neglect emotion. The poets often fuse intense emotional experiences with rational and logical thought. 4. Exploration of love and God. Common themes include love, both physical and spiritual, as well as religious and metaphysical exploration, reflecting the era's philosophical and religious uncertainties. 5. Carpe diem motif. The theme of carpe diem, seize the day, is often present, emphasizing the transient nature of life and the need to embrace the present moment. Notable metaphysical poets. 1. John Donne, known for his inventive use of conceits and exploration of love, religious themes, and intellectual paradoxes. 2. George Herbert, focused on religious devotion. Herbert's poetry reflects a deep exploration of faith and the divine. 3. Andrew Marvell. His works often blend metaphysical elements with political and satirical themes. To His Coy Mistress is one of his well-known poems. 4. Henry Vaughan. A later metaphysical poet, Vaughan continued the exploration of religious and spiritual themes. Legacy. 1. Influence on later poetry. Metaphysical poetry has influenced subsequent poets, including the modernist poets of the 20th century, such as T.S. Eliot and W.H. Auden. Revival. The term metaphysical poetry experienced a revival in the 20th century as critics recognized the distinctive characteristics and innovations of these poets. Notable example: opening lines from John Donne's A Valediction, forbidding mourning. As virtuous men pass mildly away, and whisper to their souls to go, whilst some of their sad friends do say, the breath goes now, and some say, no. Note, metaphysical poetry challenges traditional poetic conventions and invites readers to engage with complex ideas, showcasing a fusion of intellect and emotion. The term metaphysical was first applied by Samuel Johnson in the 18th century, emphasizing the poet's departure from the ordinary and their exploration of profound themes.